She was shuffling it open.
All right, here we are. I think we should be cooking with gas now, right? Hello. Detect Dig Smile. Marty, Muck and Nails. Good to see you guys. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So we have a few things scheduled for
everybody
tonight. Before we really get too far into it, let us know if you can hear us well and see us well. You know, we want to make sure everything's working first before we get too far into it, and then not be working right. So just let us know. Give us a thumbs up or a, yep, can hear you and see you, all that good stuff. You jumping in? All right. Coming through clear. All right, good. All right, well, welcome to Thirsty Thursday this week. Shane asked us if we could take care of it. He had some things he had to take care of, and I think it's another game or basketball game or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but, so we thought we'd take this chance to kind of wrap up our year of 22 and talk about the next year for 23. And if you would like to email me some of your finds, I will put that. Let's see, how can I remember how to do this, right? I'll try to put that up here. Oh, there we go. I think that's it. You can email it to that email address, and we'll either show it on here or we can, invite you guys up if you want to come up and show us. So give me just a second. Let me get over here to my Gmail just to make sure we're checking on this. All right, good. All right, so I always like to start off each live with prayer. So we're just going to pray really quickly and then get going. All right, so let's pray. Father, we bow before you tonight. Lord, I thank you so much for this time. Thank you for each one that'll be here tonight. And thank you for this hobby. I ask that you would just be with us tonight and into the next year as we get 23 off to a great start. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. All right. So, Tony, good to see you, man. Yeah, I think that's everybody. We got it covered. So good to see you. We dig it's
here. Wow.
We dig it's here. Yeah. I was talking earlier to those that were here already. So, all right. Seth is with us over there too. We're going to squeeze in closer, guys. There we go. Seth is with us also. So you normally see Gene and I in the videos. Sometimes you see Seth. And so tonight we're going to just talk about our year from last year and set some goals for next year. Kind of let you know how the year went for us. We started our channel, if you don't know, in 2020 when the pandemic got rolling. We were already metal detecting for a couple of months, and we thought we should maybe put some stuff on YouTube so my parents who don't live near us and my wife's parents who don't live near us can see, what the boys were into, how they were growing, all that good stuff. And so March of 2020, we started our channel and really had no idea what to expect except our parents would be able to watch and our family who don't live here. So that's what we did. And from there, we have grown as a channel in a big way. And last year was our best year as a channel. We actually added over 1,000 subscribers last year. Our watch hours, our views, everything was through the roof. The first year and a half-ish that we had our channel, we didn't know what we were doing really. And then we really started to focus on growing the channel. And so that's what we've done the last little bit. So last year was an amazing year for the channel. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining our lives when we have these.
Not only the channel, the detecting as well.
And that's what I was going to say next. So here is our goals from last year. And I'll tell you how we did as far as the totals go. Let me know. You guys kind of watch this. Chris, good to see you, man. let me know if anybody else jumps in here that I see that I don't see. But so far, we've got everybody, and some people haven't said hi yet or haven't chatted, so I don't know if you're here and not chatting. Glad you're here. So in 2022, we set a goal of 100 rings, and we set a goal of $350 in clad. We didn't really put any channel goals down, which we're going to do for this year. And like I said, we really saw it just explode last year with subscribers, views, and watch time.
What would
So
you tell them if we pass the goals?
yes, that's what I'm about to do.
Oh, okay. That's you're getting ahead.
So we set a goal of 100 rings. And Seth, can you see that? How many rings did we dig up?
136.
We dug up 100.
Barely, slid in there.
And 36 rings. At one time, I had the breakdown of gold and silver. It is insane. It really is.
And the fake and real is also about half and half.
Yeah, it's actually a little
bit more real.
Yeah, a little bit more real than bling that we dig up. We said that we wanted to dig up to $350 in clad, and we dug up, Gene,
240.
Nope.
$359.50.
Yep. 240 in quarters, $90 in dimes, $18 in nickels, $11.50 in pennies. Now that's the actual usable pennies. We have 3 or 4 jars of Zinkins that are just so far gone they're not even able to be used.
Yeah,
we've heard you can turn those into the bank, so we'll try that someday, but haven't yet. These two, good to see you. Drummond Detect, thank you so much for being here. Shannon, thank you for being here. Hello. Just remember, if you see anybody jump in that hasn't been yet, just say hi, okay?
Joel's
help me stay up. Yep, Joel, yeah. Jeff, good to see you. All right. So, so we hit both of our goals for our rings and for our clad. Now, we didn't set a goal for what kind of coins we were going to dig up, like silver coins, but just to let you know, the first year that we were detecting, we dug up 4 silver coins in 2020. Mm-hmm. In 2021, we dug up 8 silver coins. And again, part of this has to do with us just getting into the hobby and not really knowing what we were doing. And part of it has to do with us being able to get more permissions.
Yeah, permission is probably the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
We only had 1 or 2 that all those years, those 2 years.
Yep. And we've really been able to get a lot of different permissions recently. So along with that, we were able to dig up 43 silver coins last year. So 4 in 20, 8 in 21, and 43 last year. It was really just an amazing year. It really was. So that is the totals for last year, and just kind of an update on our channel. Now, we also thought we would show our favorite finds. Now, remember, the email is there for you if you would like to. Hey, Detect Dig Smile sent us some pictures. We'll show yours in just a minute there, but we'll show you kind of what our favorite finds for the year was. So my favorite relic find is, for the first time ever, I found a complete knee buckle. So this is complete, and the part in the middle moves still. There's just one little part of the teeth. One of the teeth are chipped at the very end, broken off at the very end, but it moves back and forth. It's complete. It is awesome. I was super, super excited to dig that up. So that is my favorite relic for the year. And Gene's favorite relic.
My favorite relic is actually more of a recent one. It is a Schrader valve stem, and I found it at the beach. So all this coral on it,
as you might be able to tell,
is growing on it. And I found it just a month ago-ish.
Yeah.
And it's at a beach we find older stuff at quite a bit. I have found parts to Schrader valve stem. I found the top once. I found the bottom part, but I've never found a full one. So that's really cool.
Yep, you can even see Schrader on the side of it still, which is really cool. Again, at the beach, just where all of the cruise ships dock. Ironically, we were there today and took a picture. This is at the beach today, and the cruise ship is in the background there. So at that beach is the one where he got that Schrader valve stem. Now, Seth doesn't metal detect with us, but he goes out and on these adventures with us, and he just peeps stuff. He just keeps his eyes glued to the ground, and he finds awesome stuff. So he's got 2 finds he's going to share with us tonight. The first one we'll count on this as a relic. It's his favorite relic. Over this way is the totem that he found. And so he found this piece first, thought it was maybe some kind of a tap. And then as he found this piece, and you can see the face on it right here. And then you start to really realize that this is actually a female totem. And it is an African totem. And he found this just in the woods in one of the permissions we had that we were detecting. So really awesome find. Anybody else come in? Alice, good to see you. Danny, good to see you. The Bud Files, thank you for being here. Grandma Kelly, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. 19,
almost 20 people.
Yeah, getting close to 20 people. Thank you guys so much. You all rock. We really, really appreciate it. I have my email there. If you want to share any of your finds from this year with us, we'll put them up on the screen. We'll do that here in just a minute. We've already got some from
I agree, Joel.
Peter.
Creepy.
Yeah, Joel, that thing is creepy. But, not the most creepy thing Seth's ever found, by the way. He found half of a doll head at one of the places, actually the same place, but I think that was probably your creepiest find, right? No, it was the full troll doll. Remember that one?
That was cool.
With the hair.
That was Cole that found that one? Oof, I think it's creepy. So thank you so much, these two. Man, thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. So next is going to be our favorite jewelry find for the year. So Seth, why don't you share your favorite jewelry find? Seth actually found this at school. Again, not using a detector, just walking around. It is a silver bracelet with gold, and it is an replica coin. We would love to find one of those for real, but the coin and the bracelet are silver, and it's kind of got a gold bezel there. So really cool find. Just found it next to the sidewalk at school and started asking around. Nobody claimed it. He turned it into the office. It sat in the drawer for the rest of the school year, and then they gave it to him at the close of the school year last year. So
Metal detecting NC says, we dig it. It was fun detecting with you in Pensacola.
yes,
Lots of fun.
Mike,
Great
thank you very
time.
much. Mike, we actually showed that video this past Monday on Monday Digs, so you'll have to go back and check that out. It was a lot of fun. Really appreciate you getting a hold of us. It was an awesome time. Motor City Magnet Fishers, hello. If I miss you, I do apologize. I'm trying to keep up with everybody.
Over 20.
Yeah, we're up over 20 now. Thank you very much again.
I think
you
I'll
guys are
go
awesome.
with my favorite jewelry find. So somehow the diamond ring eluded me. All
And you found this after your birthday. His birthday's in March.
yeah.
For his birthday this year, he got the legend.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the diamond ring has eluded me. I dug up gold rings, I dug up silver rings, dug up fake rings, never dug a ring with a real diamond. Somehow, the whole year. But before I had the legend, the 3 months before, really the whole 3.5, like the year before I had the legend, I dug up maybe in that 3 months, like 3 rings, I think. And after that, I've dug 40. I've dug a lot, maybe even 50. And this is like the first hunt at the beach with the legend.
It was your very first hunt with the
Very
legend.
first hunt with the legend. I found this gold ring it has cubic zirconium in it. So it's not real diamonds, but it still is very beautiful. It's 14 karat, very thick, heavy, nice gold ring. And that's probably my favorite ring find of the year. It's awesome.
Thank you very much, Grandma Kelly. Appreciate you sharing. Hello, NorCal. Good to see you. So that's his favorite ring find. I have a favorite ring find, and then Gene wanted to show one as an honorable mention that we found. My favorite ring find is this. The diamond did not elude me last year. This is a 14 karat white gold with a solitaire diamond, and it is real. It is a beautiful, beautiful ring. We found rings like this online, ranging from 2,400 and up. Just a beautiful, beautiful ring. Again, I love finding these things, but I really wish I could return it. I hate that somebody lost it and then wasn't able to find it. Maybe they were on a cruise ship. Maybe they were just here for vacation and lost it. I don't know. But that brought somebody to tears when they lost that. I promise you. Then this is at a beach where we find lots of old jewelry, and this is the honorable mention, and it is a class ring. Now, it doesn't have any identifying marks for a person. There's no initials. It is was it Illinois State? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, Illinois State, 1985, Bachelor's of Science.
Yep.
And it has a ruby and 2 or 3 small diamonds on it. And we tested the diamonds, and the diamonds are real. So if the diamonds are real, that means the stone is most likely real. But sadly, we don't have a gemologist down here.
Yeah.
So we can't figure out if it's real. So we're just assuming it's real because the diamonds are real.
But again, if I could find out whose that was, I would return it. I've went to archives and tried to find the class of 85 from that university, and I haven't been able to make it anywhere with trying to find who that would be. So again, I assume it's somebody that was here just on vacation, lost it, and then yeah, it was not a good day. So that's our favorite jewelry finds. Now, favorite coins. Our favorite coins. I don't think, Seth, you don't have a favorite coin, right? Did you find any coins?
2009 penny.
Yeah. So Seth was born in 2009, and if you know anything about pennies, 2009 has special pennies, and so he kind of collects those, and he finds. Bring your coin. Yeah. So Seth, again, eyes to the ground kind of a guy. He finds coins everywhere we go, and he's got a container full of pennies that he has found. And then he's got these pennies that he has found. These are all from his birth year. And these are the special ones because they have Lincoln's kind of depiction of his life. You're not going to be able to see that anyway. They have a depiction of his life on the back. So I think is it 4 different ones?
So there's there's the cabin, there's one of him sitting on a log, there's one of the law school, and one of the White House or something.
You might be able to see these ones.
And then this is the container of all of the coins that he has found just by walking around. When we go into stores, Seth, that's what he does. He just sits here and walks around the store looking for coins, and he's found a pile. Gene, your favorite coin find this year?
Yeah, so this coin, well, it was our second oldest coin. I've found 2, and Dad has found 2 of a very similar. I don't know if they're exactly the same. Let me take it out of the case. It's a silver coin, and it is 1716 2 shilling. This one is the best one that we have. Right like that. Can you guys see some detail on that? So there's a crest, and there's a crown just above the crest. The crest has 3 lions in it, and it flips like an American coin. And there's a crown on this side, and then it has like letters for the name of the monarch at the time. It's very small. Let me see one of those pennies. This is it on a penny. It's smaller than a penny, and it is extremely thin. So it's very old, 1716. Found that at the farm, where Seth found his totem, where we find a lot of our coins.
Yep.
And the one he's about to show you.
So this was found at the same place in the field. It gave me a 2627, and it is my oldest coin. I think that's the title for the video where this one is Dad's oldest coin ever. And it is going to be tough to
Tilts it up
see.
so you can see. Yeah,
Let me get it like this maybe. It's going to be tough to see any detail on it. There we go. Can you see the crown at the top and the monarch?
The king. Yeah, you can see him.
There we go. That is King Louis XIV, and it is a 1657 1 Liard. 1 Liard, which I had no clue what that was. I had no clue what that was when I found it, and have learned a lot about it. It's got really good detail for a 1657 copper. So my oldest coin, that was my favorite coin for the year.
It is a 1 Liard. It's like a penny. It's French.
Yep, French penny.
And then the monarch is Louis XIV.
The longest serving monarch in history for any country. 72 years, I believe.
Pretty amazing.
So also, I guess as an honorable mention for a relic, I forgot to show this guy, but this is Gene's find. I'll let him.
I found this at the beach. I believe the same hunt as I found the Schrader valve stem.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old padlock, and I just think it's so unique because Look at the coral growing off of it.
It
All
is-
over it.
It is brass, so I mean, we could clean that off, and really, we may one day, I don't know, but we could actually get it cleaned up really nice. So that's really
But
interesting.
it's just so unique to have all the rock on it and stuff. It's really cool. And then we have
We have what?
And then we have our favorite button find. I think this is
Oh, yeah.
collective. We just both agreed on this.
Yeah.
But I think was that who found it?
I think I found it, but
It doesn't really matter.
We found it in Canada.
And as you can see, it has holes in it. It just has so much design, flowers, and everything. The
Big coat button is all we can
Mhm.
really figure.
the
Shank.
shank is still there. It's bent up a little bit, but it is just beautiful. And then we find, Cheney pottery. Our favorite piece of pottery is this right here. It actually has two more pieces I found that go with it. As you can see, there's a boat on it, and the fort is on there.
So
it's really
this
cool.
right here is Fort Christiansvern or Christiansted,
Really cool.
which is on island.
And then our last favorite find is our favorite bottle find or jar find. I found this in Florida. You guys have not seen this yet. It was in December, what?
It's December 30th, I think. I think December 30th with
Yeah.
Rob and Charlie and those guys from Florida. So
As you
that
can
is
see,
actually going to be this Monday's video.
it is an inkwell. So the ink would be down at the bottom, and you see that second piece of glass in there. They would wipe off the excess ink on that to kind of help them write better. So, yep.
I have not Motor City Magnet, but I definitely will. Motor City was asking if anybody checked on Muck and Nail's video that dropped today, so I'll check it out. Yep, that's what I was thinking too, Chris, as well. Yeah, coat button or some kind of a nice like dress button. Practical Ken, good to see you. Thank you for being here. If I missed anybody else that came in, Maine Dirt Sweepers. All right. Good. Yeah, Rebecca found a button like that. I can't help but say that name like that. I don't know. I can't say Maine Dirt Sweepers. That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right.
It's got to be the Maine Dirt Sweepers. Got to be, right? So I got to meet you guys, so that was really cool. So yeah, that is it for our favorite finds, I think, right? Do we have anything else sitting here that I'm missing? No?
We have plenty of other finds.
So many really cool things that we were able to find this year. It's hard to narrow it down. I mean, of the coins, I mean, I found a counterfeit large cent and a cut copper, up at Digstock. Super excited. I've been able, something I did not set a goal for was getting able to dig with anybody last year. But because of, just some different circumstances, I've been able to dig with 3 different groups of people that at the beginning of the year had no idea I would be able to dig with. So like, I've mentioned earlier, my wife is from Canada, and this summer we all went up to Canada, just across the border from Maine. And Rob from Mainly Dirt Fishing got a hold of me and said, "Hey, you guys are going to be this close. We got to get together." So Rob got a miniature dig together, and we had like 20 people there. And it was on Seth's birthday, actually, July 9th. And we sang happy birthday to Seth on top of an old garbage dump, which was really cool. He was able to find the piece that goes across the saddle of a horse that you've got set up for pulling a cart, which is really cool. He found the reins guides and everything that were still attached to the piece of iron. That was really neat. And we got to dig with Rob and Jersey Ray and Ezra and so many other people. Like I said, I think there were about 20 people. That was incredible. And then for my birthday, my wife bought me a ticket to Digstock 4, and I was able to go. These guys couldn't go. Really wish they could have. But I was able to go and dig with Shane and Brian and Ken. We got a Airbnb together for the guys from Monday Digs. And then even some of you guys I got to meet. I got to meet Chris. I got to meet the Maine Dirt Sweepers. Got to meet so many people. It was awesome, far beyond what I could have expected. The first day, I literally found a musket ball, and a buggy brake, and that was it. I didn't find hardly anything, and I had just a crazy headache that day. Did not feel good. Didn't find anything. But even if it ended that day, it still would have been awesome because it's so much more than what you find. Getting to hang out with the guys, that was awesome. And then the second day, we hit a spot. It was 25 degrees in the morning. That's really cold for this island, boy. And dug up, I can't even remember the numbers now. It was over 30 buttons. I got 9 of them myself. I dug up 2 coppers. We counted it was something like 20 coppers at this site. It was just amazing. I've never been at a site that just turned on and was just blazing hot. We had probably 30 different detectorists in this one little spot, and it wasn't huge. It was just amazing. Ken, yeah, it was. He said it was cool to be there when you found cool stuff. Ken was right next to me when I found that counterfeit large scent. The only thing I wanted to find was a large scent. That was it. And when I pulled the plug and I saw that thing pop out, I started yelling. Ken was close by. I said, Ken, I got a largie. And Ken is kind of one that likes to keep it on the DL because he was like, hey man, everybody's going to be over here if you yell. I can't contain my excitement. So I yelled for him, and then I started sending other people, a text, hey, check out what I just found. And then there was a lady close by. She called some people over. Other people got called. And like I said, it was about 20 people, but there was plenty for everybody. So it was supposed to be, what did he say? Thousands of Civil War buttons in the water. It's because it was some kind of, that's awesome. That would be a place right there to go, Motor City. By the way, I'm actually from the Motor City area. I was raised in Ypsilanti. I don't know if you know that or not. Mandy, good to see you. I don't know if I have said hi to you yet or not, but it's good to see you. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, I'm super excited. Can't take it, right? And then at Christmas time, my parents live in Pensacola now, and so we went to Pensacola for Christmas. And we're able to hang out there for a couple of weeks. And while we were there, we met up with Rob from FL Thunder, Charlie from Digging It Back, and then Charlie had a friend there, Brad, and we were able to go digging at an old farm, found some awesome stuff. Gene showed you that glass bottle that he found there. The other finds from there, you'll get to see them this Monday night. So make sure and watch Monday Digs. Our spot, I think, is at 9:15. So
Ipsy's where I am talking about. I was told the mill in the park was where to find them in the water.
Huh. Dude, that's awesome.
What are the chances?
I didn't metal detect when I was a kid. And, I actually lived there until I was, 18 and then went off to college. But I didn't metal detect there. That's really cool. Lots of history there. That's really cool. So got to dig with, Rob and them, and we got to dig, Gene and I got to dig with Mike from Metal Detecting North Carolina. He happened to be in, I think it was Crestview. I think it was Crestview. He contacted us, said, hey, how long are you guys going to be here? We were able to get together and dig for a day. We dug at Pensacola Beach, which is the most insanely quiet beach I've ever dug.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Where we live, nobody else metal detects, and so there are just thousands of signals everywhere you go. And Pensacola Beach, there are thousands of people that detect, and so there are no signals on the beach. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Peninsular Park?
Hmm?
Peninsular Park?
Yeah. That's what we used to call Frogtown, I think, right?
And then Shannon says the David and Goliath photos.
Yeah, and so people kind of know now we're what you might call large people. I'm 6'5", Gene is 6'3". Seth, how tall are you?
Like 5'9".
Seth's 5'9", but he's only 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. It's hard to keep them all straight. So, yep, it is secrets out. We are definitely tall. Yeah, we looked like at Digstock. It looked funny. I'm actually, if you've ever met Quarter Hoarder, I'm just a hair taller than Quarter Hoarder. In our picture, he was in the first picture. He was standing on his tippy toes, and I was like, dude, you can't cheat like that. That's no good. So anyway, awesome guy, by the way.
Mike says that we had a great time park hopping. Yeah, so we
And-
started off at Pensacola Beach, and once we realized there was nothing there, we just went to a park. And then when we wanted to move on, we moved on to another park.
Doug
And
at
he
four-
just had a
four
knack
different
for
parks.
finding those parks.
Yeah.
We're going down these random roads. He's like, "Oh, it's a park right here." What?
Yep. It was pretty
All
awesome.
over Gulf Breeze.
Treasure hunting detectors. Hello. Practical Ken is detecting smile is saying he's 5'7". Yeah. I don't know. Tri Valley, good to see you. AZ Mort Squad, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So my email address is right there if you want to email any of your favorite finds for this year. If you would like to come up and just show them yourself, let's see if I can do this.
We should show them before, because we have a few. I know that.
Yeah, we're gonna go in and show those. And if you want to jump up and show them, you're welcome to do that as well. I think I just put that in the comments. I tried to at least. Yep, there we go.
I felt like an Oompa Loompa standing next to you guys.
Who said that?
Mike.
Oh, Mike. And Mike, you're over 6 foot, aren't you? Isn't that what I heard you say? You're 6'1". Okay, detect dig
And
smile.
refresh it really quick.
What?
Just refresh it. Just make sure no new stuff's coming.
All right.
There you go.
So you're gonna have to help me figure out. Oh my
Man,
goodness.
look at that.
All right, so we're gonna try to share this. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna add you to the stream.
Can you hear me okay?
Are you doing well?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
We can hear
I
you.
I got this new professional mic, so I'm trying it out.
Nice. That's awesome. So, do you want to show those finds in person now, or do you want me to show the email?
Yeah, just if you show them, because they'll come up nicer, and then my cam's not so good with trying to hold stuff up. But
Okay. Share screen, right?
Mhm.
Okay. It's going to take me a minute to figure this one out. So,
that's fine.
no. Chrome tab.
Mayor's videos always amazes me because he does everything on his phone, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
know. It's amazing.
I just can't imagine doing that.
You guys see that?
All right.
Yeah, so that's the first gold piece I found at the beach with the Deus too.
That's awesome.
So
And
I
it's
just
an
couldn't
earring, I
believe it.
assume?
What was that?
It's an earring.
Yes, it's 14 karat. And I don't have a tester, but I would imagine that the diamonds are real.
They probably are.
It's amazing to me. Like, you know, there are times that they put real diamonds in silver, but for the most part, if you find silver, it's going to be cubic zirconia or something else. And they do put CZ in gold, but it's not very often. Usually, like you said, if it's gold, it's going to be real diamonds. So yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I found some CZ stuff, and I'm like, oh, and then I realized it's CZ's cubic zirconia, and it's
We have
like,
another picture too.
Yep.
darn.
Let me see if I can get this. We are going to go back and try to get this right there.
So you mentioned the pennies. So
Yep.
like every year I get a bunch of these that are just it's so sad that our currency in the United States has become disposable.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like the coins just disintegrate. Whereas if you dig like a wheat penny or something, it'll look like it's not that old.
Yep.
But this stuff just I mean, you can't even take that to the coin star or something.
No. I mean, it's
Shame.
really. Somebody told, I think it was Rob, FL Thunder. Rob, by the way, you guys know we have not one, not two, but 3 different Robert Clarks in this community here on YouTube. But Rob from FL Thunder, I think somebody told him, hey, if you just take those to the bank, they'll take them as damaged and they'll give you the penny for that. So
Really? Well, then
Yeah.
I might have to, because usually I take them, and just.
Yep. We haven't tried it yet at the bank, but we're definitely going to. We've got, like I said, three jars, I think, of those kinds of pennies right there.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing to me. Like you said, it just really is kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, you just think, how that this is just like everything's sort of disposable now.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so even our currency has become, you know, that way. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
It doesn't last. So tell us about your channel, like from last year. Did you kind of chart some of the growth from last year?
Oh my, yeah. Once I got to about 350, and then it just, there was like weeks where it was just like, you know, just going, you know, crazy. Well, I mean, a lot of this stuff, metal detecting with Randy got, you know, hooked me up with the shorts and helped me, you know, get those, which, I mean, those, you know, just boosted everything because, you know,
It's
people's,
just instant views.
yeah, like people's attention spans is so short. So when you do like a 10 to 13-second short, you know, people, you know, watch that, and then, you know, if you have just the sub there, then they, you know, click on it. So,
Yeah.
but it slowed down a little, but it's starting to pick back up again. So I think that, you know, I just think but YouTube's like its own little animal,
Oh, yeah.
you know, trying to figure out when to post, when not to
Code.
post.
When
Yeah,
we got into metal detecting, you know, that's a hobby. But I mean, YouTube really is a second hobby. You know,
It
you know, a
is.
lot of times you join together with it, but it is a second hobby. Can you see the comments?
Yes.
Shannon, you said you got a hold coin in a quarter roll this week. Haven't had time to check it out. That is amazing. Yeah, let me know. Let us know how that is. That's pretty crazy.
I always love finding those because, I mean, at that, back in the day, that was like, you know, the big thing to, you know, put that around your neck and wear it.
Yeah,
Be
I
proud-
actually
proud
this
of it.
year, my first silver coin I found the other day, and it is hold. It's my first hold coin that I've ever found. So that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. Treasure Hunting Detectors is asking if you can go to the bank and buy old silver dollars. He said he remembers you could back in the day, but not sure if anyone knew that answer for me. From the best that I can tell, anything like that, usually, if it's not in a roll, the clerks pretty much are going to take that stuff out of circulation if they see something silver come through. Now, just regular like clad silver dollars and halves, they still have those. You know, the dollar coins and the $50 coins. You can actually buy those, absolutely. But I think the only way you're going to end up with anything that's really silver is going to be in a roll that you find that somebody has turned in. And
Yeah,
they turn it back around.
if you also, if you know someone at the bank, you know, a lot of times they'll, you know, see something and then they can pull it out for you if they know you're a coin collector. I had my work, you know, sometimes they would get a bunch of coins in, and they would pull out any foreign coins for me. So I have a, you know, small foreign coin collection. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Shannon says, just ask next time you're at the bank, and if they've got them, then they have to sell them to you.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
My daughter works at the bank and finds me all sorts of stuff. Marty says, that's
Have
awesome.
you guys seen? I think it was a couple years ago. They did colored quarters. So they took some of the quarters and like colored the images on the back of them, and they're just a special edition. There's only like a few thousand of them. So
Oh, wow.
it's pretty cool.
That's really neat.
Yeah, if you have someone that like that works, that's the inside track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
To finding silver.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, anybody else out there have any finds? Let me see. Let me jump back over here. All right. Yes, we actually have another beach find. All right, let me see if we can get this. Oh my goodness, man! I feel bad because I can show it before you guys get to see it. This is from who did I say? Dan. Give me just a second. I'm trying to get this is from Dan. All right. Here is Dan's find at the beach. Look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's a heavy piece.
Wait, go back over to the so I can see it better. I think it says 24 karat.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah,
Oh, it sure
24
does.
karat.
Oh my goodness.
So that's probably foreign. I noticed a lot of foreign, non-United States stuff, is higher stamped
Wow.
higher.
NorCal, this is you. That's what you say. He said that's me.
Yeah, nice.
Man, that is an amazing find. I can't imagine what you were thinking.
That ring is bad to the bone.
Yes,
definitely.
it is. Wow. I would love to hear the story behind that one.
Yeah, last year I found a 22, which is an odd carat, but I found a 22.
22?
Yeah, carat necklace.
Wow, that's amazing. I could sit and look at that 24 karat all day. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is a fantastic ring find, man. So you can help us set some goals for next year, okay? Next year, guys, what do we want to say for 23? What do we want to I don't know about ring total, but I want to find a platinum ring this year. We found gold, we found silver, we found diamonds,
Titanium, tungsten.
Yep. So I'm going to put down platinum.
Even nickel, silver. And didn't we find one?
Oh yeah. Have you ever found one of those that I found a ring and it on the inside it said nickel silver?
No, I've never seen that.
I had never seen it or heard of it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Mark.
Mark, good to see you. Ram Detecting, DNL Treasures, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. You just missed NorCal's ring. I'll put it back up there real quick. I still got it here. So this is NorCal's find, an old find from the beach.
Yeah, I think the best carat we've had is a 18.
18, yeah.
Lots of 14, lots of 10, maybe a couple 18 karat rings.
I mean, the detail on that is really
Stunning.
good too, because I think that the higher the carat, the softer the gold is. I mean, so the fact that has so much detail on it is
You have to be very careful with that ring.
Yeah.
Not even drop it.
You're right. It is the higher the carat, the softer it gets. So
Yeah.
it is. You got to be really careful with it. Let me just get back over here and see if we've got any others that have sent in. If you've got a favorite find that you would like to share with us, that you would like to share with everybody, we are going to put up the email address again. You can just send it to this email address, and we'll be glad to show that. So platinum ring, that's the ring that I want to find this year. You guys have any goals like that? You say, hey, I want to find this year.
A diamond ring.
Gene wants a diamond ring.
Even if it's like that class ring that just has like 2 small diamonds.
I want to find a real ring.
Seth
real
wants
ring.
to. You want to find a gold or a silver ring? Okay.
See,
Yeah, yeah.
Seth is like my daughter Natalie, and she's constantly, scanning the ground, and she's constantly finding coins. Like we'll be at the store or something, and she'll show me like she found a quarter or a nickel or a penny, and I'm like, "Where are you finding this stuff, Natalie?"
Seth, you want to tell them about the store that you were finding coins in, and then you ran into the owner of the store?
Oh,
I wasn't in the store at this time. We were at a restaurant next door, and Seth was like, "Hey, I want to go next door. Can I, go next to it's a dollar store, Super Dollar. So can I go to Super Dollar?" I said, "Sure." He goes in there, and
I was walking around in there and I picked up a couple coins. And as I was walking out, the owner of the store came up to me and said that I couldn't take the coins, and he just took them from me. I think I had like 12 cents.
He just stole 12 cents from a little kid.
yeah, he's just walking around picking up coins people have dropped and left. And then the owner of the store told him he couldn't take them. When he told me that on the way home, I was like, "What?" Like, I'd have walked in there and come on, you got to be kidding me. So I thought that was pretty
Jeez.
interesting.
Yeah, my daughters always hit the soda machines and stuff to see
Oh yeah,
if they got coins and stuff. So
absolutely. Yeah.
they get it from Dad.
Oh yeah. Treasure hunting detectors for NorCal says, "I bet that person was upset when they lost that ring." Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
That's what I think about all the time. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Like the hobby that we're into. If it's something you found in the ground that's history, You know, it is like, man, imagine the last person that touched this valve stem. I mean, they had it. It was, you know, serviced their vehicle.
And it's in one piece, so
and
it's probably still working at the time.
at some point, you know, car wreck or something, who knows what it was, but you know, people touched this 100 years ago and we're digging it up at the beach. But then you dig up something like this and you think, oh man, the person that dropped this, like,
Yeah,
they were absolutely
Especially
devastated that
because
day.
of where we live, you know, on the island, there's a lot of cruise ships come in, so they could have went to the beach, lost it, and then went back to the cruise ship, not known it, and then when they're back on the cruise ship, you know, sailing away, they realize they've lost their ring, and the rest of their trip is just ruined. You know.
Yeah, the
Okay,
one,
we've got some more pics. This is from Jason, and he's got 3 pictures that he is showing to us. You're gonna have to help us with this. You found this? It just says in the email. It just says here's a few pics. So I would be interested to see if you could help us understand that. That would be some kind of a find right there. I'm telling you. Yes, Alice, that is crazy, isn't it? I agree. Yeah, that's a pretty incredible find right there. Last weekend, Motor City Magnet fishing. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing right there. And his next picture. Yep, there we go. Oh man.
Wow.
They probably can't see it yet.
Yeah, they can see it. Everybody can see that, right? Yep.
yeah.
Wow. To know the history behind that, right?
Exactly.
And then his third picture. Now that is something
it's like
else.
pistol grips.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have gotten a couple of more pictures.
Yeah, treasure hunting detectors. I'm going to be showing them right now. So just click the arrow to the right. Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
So those silver then?
Yeah, I would assume that's silver, right?
I mean, that looks.
He says he has contacted the family. Yeah, that's awesome.
Looks like a fox and a rabbit there.
That's so cool.
That's really, really cool.
And a tree. Yeah.
Next, we will go to. Oh yeah, we've got several. This is awesome.
DTS.
Yeah, detect, dig and smile again. You've got 3 more pics right here. Is that a gold heart ring?
It is. So this was a 1800s property, early 1800s. Could have been even earlier than that I went to. And that was like a little kid's ring that I found. I don't know the age of it. I was hoping to find some silver, coins at the place. So, but
that's awesome.
This was a little tiny kid's ring, and it always amazes me how much detail kids' rings had, when in their earlier, years. Like everything now is plastic, that you get out of a bubble gum, but that might have come out of a bubble gum machine at the time for a little kid's prize.
Yep. And next, thank you to Jason. By the way, I see the arrow over here on the right now. Boom. Hey, check that out. We're getting more and more seamless. How about that? So bracelet, where'd you find this?
So that's at the same property. And I thought it rang up, silver. And I thought, I finally I'm going to get a silver coin.
Yeah.
And I found it, and it's like, this is like a modern, like bracelet. So like, why would it be here? It didn't make any sense.
Yep. That's, I have a bracelet similar to that, and it says 925 Italy on it. The one that I found does.
Yes, that's what mine said on it too.
Okay. Yep. So it's amazing that, like you said, you're looking for historical things, and then you find that, and you're like, well, I'm not disappointed with it.
No, I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was like,
yep, not what you were hoping for.
No.
And then number 3, oh, that's that ring out of the ground.
That's just the the ring. So I mean, it
that's
had a real nice weight to it. So yeah,
that is really cool. All right, next we go back into the email. Give me just a second. So that was you. There's Jason. This is DTS. It's a 22 karat white gold with an emerald. We originally thought it was 925. I'm going to open this because there's more in here, but when we looked at it, it actually is 22 karat gold. You ready for this?
Oh
It's
my
coming.
goodness.
It's coming. It's coming. There we go.
That is
22
insane. That's a huge
karat
emerald.
gold with an emerald. That's awesome. That's actually my birthstone, emerald. I was born in May, so emerald is my birthstone.
I found a
Yeah,
gold ring with an emerald, but the emerald is about 1/100th of that size.
Wow. So I'm guessing this is.
I
this is
wonder
Mark
what that.
Maxwell, right?
Yeah, I wonder what that stone is just worth. Because I mean, that's definitely a real emerald. I mean, it's not like
if it's 22 karat gold.
yeah, it's not like a lab created or anything. That's new. Yeah, that definitely. Is beautiful.
That's amazing right there. Wow. All right. So let's get this back here. This is awesome. I'm loving this, guys. I love the wrap up and getting to see and kind of set some goals for next year. It's good stuff. Okay, Glenn, here's his find for today. Oh,
Ooh,
that's awesome. Yes.
You guys are all like, wait, what is it?
I know. You guys don't get to see it yet. I know. It's coming though.
Oh, yeah.
Can I do that? Am I
Plus the bottom.
allowed to do that? Did that zoom in, Pete?
A little bit, and then it faded back out.
There we go. That's better
in
right there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah that
Old
looks
lock.
better.
So-
It says Miller on it, doesn't it?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miller.
Miller. Yep. We actually have a lock find that it's going to be a few weeks before we get to show it to everybody. We
We'll
may
show you guys,
we may
though.
show you tonight though. So hold on, wait till we
let's
get
go.
back around. So
This is one. We weren't going to show it in the wrap up because it's actually this year. It's January 3rd.
Yeah, he
or
just found
something.
it last weekend.
Yeah. So this is it right here. This is the lock I found.
And that's a hunk.
We've been
That's
cleaning it up. Oh, it's huge.
That's
It's-
a hunk
I mean,
of
it's
lock.
Yeah.
And it's at a site that was built in the 1600s. So it's really, really, really old. There's where the lock. We've been cleaning up, getting the dirt out of it and stuff. So yeah, really cool. It's all iron though, so we'll never get it, open or anything.
Let me say hi to a few more people. Marlon, good to see you. Yeah, Gene's getting rust all over my computer right now, by the way. Marlon, good to see you. Joe Dirt, good to see you. If I haven't seen you yet, if I haven't said hi to you yet, I apologize. I'm just doing everything I can just to keep up with the chat and emails and all that good stuff. So if you're just joining us, we're wrapping up last year. Kind of updated everybody on our goals, showed some of our favorite finds from this year, and we're now showing your favorite finds that you've been able to email me. If you have one that you'd like to show, we're going to be closing it down pretty soon, but that's the email address you can send it to. And we do have more. That was Glenn. Oh, this is Papa Rouse. Oh my goodness. He says, my best silver ring find. It is a, what did he say? A Victorian poison ring.
Wow.
I've
That's
heard
amazing.
of these.
Look at that.
Hold on. They can't see it yet. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Oh. Now, how do I?
You gotta put the
There we go. All right. Victorian poison ring, Bill says. Bill, kind of tell us more about that if you can, buddy.
That is so cool.
It was made to have poison in it. It was made with poison in it.
It was made to extract poison.
Yeah, you stab somebody and poison them. What are we talking about here? I don't understand. That is amazing.
Has a gem that opens up.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, but I don't know. So
There's something at the very, very top.
Was fidget ring. So it's like a normal ring, and then it has like a second piece almost on the outside. And when you wear it, you can just spin it, and the outside part just spins on the inside, and it's silver.
Yeah, there's something at the top there.
Yeah, 925.
Yeah.
That is wild. Papa Rouse, if you're still here, just let us know. We have lots of questions about that.
They use them to poison people. Pinico poison, and they would scratch the person. Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's what it is.
We were just joking around. We didn't.
Jeez.
That's so disturbing. But that is an awesome find. Man, what a great find.
That's a handshake you don't get back.
Wow. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
If I missed anybody, just let me know in the chat. I think I got everybody and showed all of their pictures. If you've got something you would like to show off tonight or show us, we would love it. We'll, like I said, be wrapping it up pretty soon. Yep, that's what it is. He says, wow, that is amazing. Send it to that email address and we'll show it. We would love that. So we are setting our goals. We have the rings. So do you think we need to set a goal for Clad next year? We did 350 and we dug up 359.50.
Yeah.
So
yeah, barely.
we were right at it. Do you want to keep pressing the issue and say, hey, let's go for more? Or do you say, what do you say, guys?
Why don't we let
It's your
them- why don't
college
we let
fund,
them-
so.
Why don't we let them do it?
Oh,
How
let
much should
the
we-
chat?
How much should we do for next year? For
Okay.
this year coming? How much?
This year
class should we dig
coming,
up?
last year we dug up $359.50 in Clad. Now that's rolled. We've got a few pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters that don't make a full roll, and I didn't count those out. So there would be a little bit more than that. But so $360, let's just say, we dug up last year. So what do you think we should set our goal at next year for Clad? That's interesting.
Mhm.
We've already got a pretty good start. We've been to the beach a couple of times. Haven't really found anything spectacular, but been a couple times. And then what is a relic that you guys want to find this year that you haven't found
man.
yet? I already know mine.
Okay, well, say it. What is it?
I want to find a crotal bell.
Crotal bell. Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. I've never found a crotal. Have you found one?
Yes, I've found a couple. Or I found a little in my opening video. I found a very tiny one, and luckily, all the ones that I've found intact still, when I get them cleaned up, they ring and everything.
Danny Boy said he was just over 500 last year. That is awesome.
Man, that's awesome.
That should be very cool.
500.
Oh, Mandy says skeleton key. Yeah.
Yeah. See, skeleton keys all up there.
We kind of found a skeleton key. Both of us did actually at the same beach on separate hunts. So I think Peter, I think it was a for a locket. So it's not old skeleton, it's a modern skeleton key, but it's really tiny.
It's really small.
And so he found one and I was like, that's so cool. And then like 2 weeks later at the same beach, I found one. So it must have been the same one, I guess, like same set. Skeleton key would be a cool thing to find. That's always up there. I'm always looking for one of those. And we actually have a friend that found one farming, plowing the ground, and it was iron. Seth, you want to get that? It's right there where I normally sit.
So PA Relic Hunters is in PA also, and I don't think we're that far away from each other, but they are constantly finding miners tags. So one of my goal this year is to find a miner's tag, because every time I watch one of their videos, Dave's pulling up a miner's tag, and I'm like, what? Not another miner's tag, and I can't ever find any.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a lot of digging. That is a lot. $500. We dig, I would say, twice a week, and we dug up 360.
Yeah. Well, you see, he says he got 500 this year, but 700 the year before. That's amazing.
He's slowing down.
So if you metal detect any historical sites, don't ignore the iron. Okay. This is an iron skeleton key, and it is massive. We did not find this.
We wish we did.
We wish we did. But somebody found this and brought it to us and said, is that what I think it is? And we were like, yes, it is. It's an old skeleton key, and it is solid iron, very heavy. But if you skip iron signals at a historical site, you won't dig this up.
Whereas that's the most annoying thing because, especially at those old sites, everything was iron. It was iron or lead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So-
Relic.
Relic.
Danny Boy says he dropped 3,000 pennies in the Coinstar this year. Wow.
3,000 pennies in Coinstars. So that would be
Oh, do you see treasure hunting detectors, Peter?
$30.
Yeah.
25 mine tags.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I'm like,
Oh, that's funny.
I can't find one.
I know. Yeah, Mandy, I dig it all. Yep, me too. We do too. I mean, it is annoying sometimes, but again, I'll tell you this. I will say normally I dig it all. The week that Gene found this, I actually skipped this signal.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be iron and it was coming to the end of the day, and I was just going to try to hit a couple of good signals. I went over this and I skipped it, and I said, that's going to be iron. He came behind me and dug this up, and I was like,
And one thing that I found is like with the Legend, like you don't hear iron unless you have your iron on. Like I don't hear nails. I wouldn't hear that at all. So like he'll be going over something with the Equinox, be like, what do you think about this one? And I'll be like, I don't even hear anything. And we dig it up and it's iron. And I'm like, oh, that's why. And then this time, the Legend was dead. So I just took the Simplex. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'll try the Simplex. I dug up so much iron because that one doesn't have as good discrimination. And it paid off. I got that. I got some old tools and stuff from like the 1800s and 1700s and stuff. And I mean, it was really fun. So I'm thinking every once in a while, I'll bring the Simplex out to a property, dig up a bunch of iron just because I know.
we've
can
kind
do
of
that.
lovingly nicknamed it the iron rake.
Yeah.
The Simplex loves iron. So
It
if
does.
you want to find where the iron is, and the iron, it blocks signals. It just does. Like we've had a site that we've dug dozens of times. We didn't hear a lot of the coins and other things until we got the iron out of there and let the ground heal up. And then you go back and then you hear it's like a new site. It really is. So relic for next year.
I have to go Skeleton Key. I think Skeleton Key was my one last year. I didn't really get it. There's gotta be another one I'm not thinking of.
I'm writing down skeleton key right now for you, Seth. You got something you say? Hey, I'd like to find this. That's like
an old button, like maybe an old Navy button.
find an old button. All right.
Yeah.
You have
You
you have anything that you're sitting here thinking of
Miners tags.
besides
So-
mine?
Well, I would like to find one of the old like hand irons, that people would use.
We have found
Those.
2 of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think.
Really, really cool. The
Neither of them had-
handle's gone, but just the
neither
iron
of them had a
part.
handle.
Yeah, just the iron part. I think.
And they were a lot smaller too. I mean, one of the ones we found was like that big.
Yeah, they made them in all different sizes.
Mhm.
I've-
And have you ever found something that you didn't know was on your bucket list until you found it?
Yeah.
That was this inkwell. I found it in Florida. I didn't know that inkwells were so cool until I found this. And I was like, that is awesome. With a little excess tray and everything on the inside.
Hey, Rob,
So cool.
from of course Florida Digging Thunder, digging with Rob. He ID'd this right away. He said that's an inkwell, but the size of this jar, I thought it was some kind of a baby food jar. I really did, but it's a 1930s inkwell. I didn't know they made these like this with the screw top, and I mean it's an inkwell.
I've
from the
never seen
1930s.
anything like that.
The only way I know that is on the bottom. It has the patent, and so I typed in that patent, and that popped up. 1930s
So I have-
inkwell.
I have found bucket listers that I didn't know that I had
Yeah.
because I kept them, and then I saw someone else smell detecting
Oh.
on YouTube and saw them. I'm like, oh, cool! I have one of those. I'm like, I found a bucket lister.
We found one of these.
Not that. We found the cover.
Yeah, I found the cover, the valve stem cover, and just threw it away.
We thought it was a screwdriver handle. I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, it's a screwdriver handle." We just got rid of it, and this was very early on for detecting, so it was gone. And then we watched Plugmaster Ford, and that week he dug up a valve stem cover, and I was like, "Oh, that's what that was."
It makes you half sick.
Yes, it does.
You had it.
We found one since then, so that's good. Looter 8, hello, good to see you. Saying, I want to say hi to some more people that came in. Jersey Ray, good to see you. Is talking about our trip earlier up to Maine to dig with you and Rob and all of them. Ezra, so good to see you guys. Frank says he changed his channel name to the Metal Detectorist. So, if you've got right here, this is him. So check out his channel. If you don't know it, sub it. Anybody that's in here, by the way, yeah, make sure and support them. We love this community. It's awesome. Rachel says, just found a Revolutionary War British Navy button, Seth. How about that? Didn't know it was on my bucket list until I dug it. Yes, it happens all the time. My coin that I found, the Liard, like when I pulled it out, I had no clue what it was. It's a 1657 French
Because
Liard. I suddenly wanted it,
Yeah, there are these pennies we find, and they're copper. They're same size as the Liard, and they're 1860s to 1880s Danish pennies. We find a lot of those because Denmark owned it at that time. And so we're just like, oh, let's grab one of those pennies, put it in the pouch, and move on. That's pretty cool, right? And we got home, and we started looking at it. But that's, the pennies that we find don't have a king on it, all this stuff. And we realized it was something different. And then you could just see the date. And it was insane. But yeah.
I have a bucket that I put stuff in that I think looks cool, but I don't know what it could be yet.
That's what we started to do, is hang on to stuff for a while. Like,
just in case. It's like, it might be something when I figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We found a British artillery button from...
Oh, yeah, 1790.
Yeah, 1790 to like 1803 or something.
It's probably my favorite button that I have found. It has 3 cannons on it and then a stack of cannonballs. And it is awesome. But it's 1790 British military. We found it here on island. So it's pretty amazing. Love it. Let's see here. So that is our
we didn't really get anything
relic.
Plaid.
Yeah, so if you have an idea, say, hey, I think you guys should shoot this as your goal for next year. Again, this year we dug up about $360 in Clad. So I've got an idea in mind that I'm going to spit out here in a minute for us. I do want to challenge us because we take that Clad, we use it for a lot of different things. But one thing that we're doing is this kid is going to college next year. So these rings we're going to be looking to
get rid of them,
turn in for cash because college is expensive. So Clad, same thing, maybe that'll be his book money or something like that. So yeah, Alice, absolutely great finds. So now, so I'm going to say 375, guys.
All right.
375 is our goal for this year for digging up Clad. Okay. We're not quite to the Danny Boy level yet, not to 500 yet, but
maybe when you retire.
Maybe when I retire. Yeah.
My coins are with me.
Frank says he wants 500 in Clad, not counting pennies. Yeah, I hate the pennies. I hate the pennies.
We dug up like $11.50 in pennies, and that's like how many? 1,150 pennies. I mean, that's a lot of pennies. And there again, 3 jars back there full of them.
Ooh, treasure hunting detectors says I think you should go for 500. Oh man, that's a scary number.
And 30 minor tags.
Yeah, there you go. True.
It'd be crazy if we did reach 500.
Yep.
For our channel is the next goal I want to set. I want to see us. We're at 1,800 subscribers right there, right about. I want to see at the end of the year. I want to see us at 3,000.
Yeah,
I know.
I think we can do that.
It's tough, isn't it, Seth?
I remember because at New Year's, a year and 15 days ago or whatever, 17 days ago ish, we were at like 680 and we put out a short and it caught steam and we got up to 700 on New Year's Day.
17, you're saying?
No, 700. This is last
year.
We got up to 700, and then right now, like going into this year, we were at 1750 at the time, and we're almost 1,800 now.
So it is doable. You're right. I think 1,000 is what we had last year in the subs, so that would be adding 1,200. So it's pushing it up a little bit more. I always like to set goals and push myself. If you set goals that you reach constantly, then I don't think you're setting the right goals. So I want to push it.
I think it's possible. As long as especially with the shorts. And the thing that I find when I'm doing my shorts is the stuff that I think that people are gonna like.
They don't.
No. And if I sit there and I think I wouldn't watch this, I do that, and then
our most viewed video is a short, and it is us digging up a pull tab and a nail in a short. and it got 20,000 views.
That fish one you did got pretty good views.
Yeah,
That-
it did. I think that one got like.
Oh, is that not
15,000.
wild?
the worm one.
Yeah,
People are like,
Parasite
you're
was
not
a
going to
fish
eat
I thought.
that, are
Oh,
you?
it's horrible. It's awful. Not quite as bad as Bill's poison ring, but still pretty bad.
Yeah, that one did really good. So
Yep.
And then we've had one video I think did kind of what we expected it to do. I think this was like 5 or 6 months ago. We put out the 100th ring, and
Yeah.
it was a gold ring, and it's gotten I think 17,000 now. And I mean, it really is just a good video of a ring. And it like all these other videos of rings getting 20 and 30 views, and then just that one happened to get there.
When you put time into it, you do want people to see it. You know, that's kind of part of what it is, right?
yeah,
But
and
we really do it even without people watching. We just love it. We love this hobby. We love this community. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We're going to wrap this thing up because we've got school tomorrow. And it is late here, later than it is most everywhere else. So,
hey, thanks for letting me come up.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone who sent in pictures. You've been here. You've been commenting. We really appreciate it. I'm going to put out pictures on our community page of, the people that we've been able to dig with this year, the dig up in Maine, when I was at Dig Stock, and then in Florida as well. So I'll put up those pictures. That is something that really surprised me this year. I was able to dig with people. Love it. So glad that I was able to do
It
that.
is fun when you can dig with someone that enjoys the hobby like you do. It makes it so much better.
Blistering Barnacles says 3:12 a.m. there. Thank you for being here. Wow, 3:12 a.m. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you all. Bill, you rock.
You should get some sleep.
Appreciate you. Yeah, everybody get some sleep.
We're not that important.
You guys are awesome. Looking forward to this year. Can't wait. Everybody go by the Metal Detectorist, Frank Myers. Check his channel out, and we will see you all Monday night. Have a good night.
All right.